One, your time ends.
Well, thank you, Honorable Chairperson. Good afternoon, Mr. Matlala.
Good afternoon.
I've got a few questions to ask. One is in relation to your relationship with General Spear. I would like to know whether you actually knew General Spear before you had a meeting with him in January where you actually met him in his office together with your lawyer. Did you know him before that?
No, I did not know him.
Okay. So how was that meeting actually arranged? Who arranged that meeting between General Spear and yourself for you?
I asked my office to get his details on the internet, and then we arranged a meeting through his office.
Because why did you want to meet General Spear? Because the matter and the issues that you discussed with General Spear actually did not belong within the purview of his work as the Deputy National Commissioner. You were discussing issues that were actually relevant to the supply chain management division. Why specifically you chose to meet General Spear?
I think if you can check also on his affidavit, if you have it, his statement, it actually falls within his department because of I wanted him to do investigations of the corrupt nature of police officials who don't want me to occupy that hospital. So investigations falls under his department.
Because when he was here, he actually did not say that you were there to ask for his assistance in investigating. In fact, he said you had actually solicited his assistance to persuade the finance section to actually pay your invoices because they were not paying you.
No, I have his affidavit. It does not say so. In his affidavit.
I beg your pardon?
I'm saying I do have his affidavit. It does not say so.
Okay.
I think maybe the committee also has his affidavit. We can share it and check what they were saying.
Yeah, for your information, there are lots of things that General Spear said that are not in his written affidavit.
Yes.
Yeah. But were you invited to the engagement party of his son, Karab?
No, I was not invited.
Why not? When your wife was invited?
Yes, my wife was not invited by him as well.
Was the invitation specifically for your wife, not for you?
No, I'm saying even my wife was not invited by him.
I didn't get that.
I'm saying, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I'm saying even my wife, she was not invited by him. My wife was invited by a friend who was attending that event.
Invited to attend somebody else's party.
Yes.
Okay. All right, can we actually look at the harassment that you actually suffered under the hands of the police? In fact, after your unsuccessful attempt to open a case in Brooklyn Police Station, you then suddenly received a call from a gentleman who introduced himself as Mr. excuse me, Brown Mohotsi, wanting to assist you. Where did he get the information from that you were in trouble with the police?
I don't know.
Did you know him before?
I did
before
not know
this
him.
call?
I did not know him before.
Why this interest in wanting to help you without knowing you?
I think he, obviously from what I learned later, that he had his own disputes with the police, then he wanted to use me because he was also pushing the fact that I need to report the matter to IP a lot. So I realized later then that he wanted to use me to fight his own battles. And another thing is he also used me as his cash cow.
Did you say in your affidavit that he said he was phoning from the minister's office?
Yes.
And did he ask you for money to pay for the investigators? And you paid and you gave him?
Yes, I did.
Where do you know Mpangazitha from?
I knew him from his friend.
Who is his friend?
He's a guy called Subi from KZN.
And how did he know that you had a brush with the police? Because immediately after you have had a discussion about your predicament with Mr. Mohotsi, he also came into the picture through a telephone call, offering his assistance to the point of wanting even to facilitate a meeting between you and Minister Cele.
I think the matter is because I will assume that he saw it from the media because of it was all over the media.
Did you pay him for this facilitation that he actually did for you?
Mr. Cele or Bongan?
Oh, I mean Bongan.
Yes, I did.
Because I didn't see that in your affidavit. Because I was going to complain because Bongani is actually my homeboy. That why did you not pay him? Because you are generous, you pay others and you don't pay. Mohotsi, on the 19th of December, you sent him pictures of the raid that actually had taken place in your office. What was the purpose of this? Why did you send Mr. Mohotsi pictures? What did you want him to do with the pictures?
At that point, I believed that he was working from the office of the minister. So I wanted him to check if they can find out who these people are and then what do they really want from me.
Can you confirm your WhatsApp conversation with Mr. Mohotsi regarding the January 8th celebration that was going to take place in Cape Town? Was there any communication between you and Mr. Mohotsi regarding that event?
Yes, yeah, there was.
Mohotsi actually wanted you to assist in actually providing finance for some people or a group of people who had wanted to attend that function in terms of transport and their upkeep when they were in Cape Town. How much did you pay for that? Because there is a certain amount of money that was actually bandied about in by one of the witnesses? How much did you pay? Can you remember?
Yes, I will, in total, I think I'll pay between 150 and 200,000.
Okay. Did you know Mr. Cele before you had that meeting in Durban?
Yes, I only knew him as the police minister.
Okay. Where was this meeting held? Was it in Beverly Hills or in Zimbabwe?
In Beverly Hills.
Sorry?
In Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills, okay. And Mr. Cele told us that you had ostensibly wanted to see him because one, you wanted assistance from him to help you with the problems that you had with the police. That's one. Two, also to advise you what you need to do because you had been approached to fund a particular project involving someone who had actually some ambitions to become a president or a deputy. That is Mr. Cele telling us that those were the two issues that were on the table when you met. But here is the writer that in discussing that, you actually should never disclose that to one, Mr. Zuma, and secondly to, who was the second one? Or to Mr. Cele himself. Now, you defy that, you go along and have a meeting with Cele. Don't you think that your present predicament, the fact that you were arrested, actually emanated from the fact that you had actually met, you have disregarded the instruction that you should never come anywhere near Mr. Cele and Mr. Zuma?
First of all, the name of President Zuma was never mentioned. So I don't know why is he mentioning President Zuma. And then even himself, because anyway, I've never met with Minister Mkono. He's the one who told me that he has presidential ambitions. So it's not me who told him those things.
Mr. Cele told you, it's in your evidence in chief, that you were caught in a quote-unquote Zulu war or a big dispute. What did you understand him to mean by that? I'm saying that I'm a Zulu, I'm not at war with anybody.
Yes.
And now here is the Honorable Minister saying to you, you are caught in the Zulu war. What did you understand him to mean by that?
I just understood the part where he said, I'm caught up between a fight. But when he mentioned the word Zulu war, I do not understand what was he trying to say by that.
Yeah. Why do you call Mr. Cele an extortionist? Because clearly your dealings were based on the principle of quid pro quo. You scratch my back, I will scratch yours. He made a phone call to General Khumalo to release your firearms. And indeed, he did that. And he instructed you to go and withdraw the case which was actually coming before court the following day, you did that. And now you are calling him an extortionist. Why do you say that? Because that is the basis of your operations. Scratch my back, I will scratch yours.
Because his demands were becoming very unreasonable.
But his demands may be commensurate with the kind of service that he has actually been giving you.
Yes, that I see, but like I'm saying, he started to want more.
And giving less.
No, there was nothing to give anymore. Because what I want actually happened, so there was nothing that I wanted from him.
And Mr. Cele actually went on to advise you to keep entertaining Mr. Mkhotsi because it, and I quote, would eventually lead them to Minister Mkhun. Lead them. I would like us to look at them. What did you understand them to mean? Who is them?
It's the team that he was working with, the PKTT.
Oh, okay. Now, did you realize that Mr. Cele was actually recruiting you? To aid and abet the conflict between the two factions by saying that keep entertaining Mkhotsi because he's going to lead us to eventually, to reach the minister in whatever way. So you were now becoming a participant, active participant in the fanning of the flames of that conflict between these two powers. Don't you think that you are now an active participant?
Yeah, I believe so.
Now, Mr. Cele now told us he did not deny that he actually enjoyed your hospitality in your facility around here in Pretoria. And in fact, he told all of us that it was really nice. How many times have you actually extended that kind of hospitality to Mr. Cele to utilize your facility here in Pretoria?
I would say maybe 3 or 4 times.
The payments, you actually said that you can actually substantiate that allegation that you actually paid these 2 tranches of money to Mr. Cele, namely 300,000 and 200,000. And then you said you would be able to substantiate that through production of some kind of documentation. Do you still stand by that?
I said the bank statement.
And also with regard to the list of people for whom you paid for their transport to the January 8 event, you said you were also given a list of people with ID numbers. Can you still make available that list?
I think it's already available to you.
Okay. No, thank you, Honorable Chairperson.
Thank you so much, Honorable Sols. Your time starts now and ends at